Last week, sports streaming service DAZN announced it was renewing its partnership with Canadian cable providers to carry NFL Sunday Ticket. The move was a concession that DAZN flubbed its first attempt to distribute a mass-market sports property to Canadians. It had acquired exclusive rights to NFL Sunday Ticket last season before subscriber complaints forced them to share rights with cable companies. British heavyweight Anthony Joshua Wright, seen here going on the offensive against New Zealand's Joseph Parker, will be coming to Canadian screens under a new deal reached with sports streaming service DAZN. Ollie Scarf, AFP, Getty Images. But DAZN has told the Star that on Wednesday it will announce a 3-year Canadian rights deal to broadcast the World Boxing Super Series, a high-level pro tournament that used to air on Super Channel. The niche property is part of an aggressive, data-driven expansion campaign it hopes will convince Canadians they've learned from their Sunday Ticket misstep. Earlier this year, the UK-based company pledged $1 billion over 8 years to English outfit Matchroom Sport for exclusive North American rights to its stable of boxing stars, including heavyweight champ Anthony Joshua. And this week's agreement gives DAZN 2 tournaments, one each at 118 and 140 pounds, comprising 15 fights. Why the big bet on boxing? DAZN executive Joe Murkowski says research indicates boxing fans will spend money on premium content. Article continued below. Combat sports are one of the 4 or 5 content pillars we want to roll out, Murkowski, DAZN Senior VP of Revenue, said in a phone interview. This deal will give WBSS the eyeballs and attention we feel it deserves. The company didn't reveal how much it paid for the boxing rights. Hardcore boxing followers will recognize names such as 140-pound champ Regis Prograis and bantamweight dynamo Naoya Inoue when tournament bouts begin next month. And DAZN hopes casual fans will sign up to see fighters such as Joshua and renowned ring announcer Michael "Let's Get Ready to Rumble" Buffer. A lot of people have thought through the years that I was signed to one network or another, Buffer told New York in an interview last month. I've never had an arrangement with a network before. I always stayed a free agent. Joshua and Buffer offered DAZN the combination of name recognition and exclusivity the company hoped to achieve last summer when it outbid established cable companies for Canadian rights to NFL Sunday Ticket games. But when the regular season kicked off, many subscribers complained about the service. Some put up with buffering, or streams that lagged several minutes behind game action. Others complained of commentary in languages other than English, while some streams had no commentary at all. Disgruntled NFL fans complained so relentlessly that the NFL intervened to broker the deal that returned Sunday Ticket to cable in addition to DAZN. At the time, experts said that streaming, while becoming increasingly popular, still couldn't match cable's reliability. Article continued below. We are probably some years away from an equally robust streaming solution on a mass scale for live sports. I'd say 4 to 5 years, Road Solutions research group commented in an email to the Star last year. I don't know that it will ever surpass cable, but at some point it should be near parity. But while DAZN has ceded NFL fan market share to Canadian cable companies, Murkowski said the company sees opportunity in niche properties, Serie A soccer, Guinness Pro 14 rugby and ICC cricket, that wouldn't find wide distribution on Canadian cable. And while boxing's mainstream popularity has declined over the last 3 decades, the sport has inspired heated competition in recent years among cable and streaming providers. In the U.S., marquee performers Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao appear exclusively on the ESPN Plus streaming app under a deal between their promoter, Top Rank, and ESPN. The broadcaster hopes boxing can help generate business for its over-the-top streaming service. In Canada, DAZN has unprecedented access to boxing content, with exclusive rights to ESPN and Showtime bouts, though their inconsistent broadcast schedule has frustrated fight fans. Boxing forms a central element of DAZN's strategy to drive subscriptions among viewers who value live sports. This offering is going to re-engage the audience, Murkowski said. We have a data model that allows us to identify where we hope an audience is, and what their willingness to spend is. Morgan Campbell is a sports reporter based in Toronto. Follow him on Twitter, @Morgan Campbell.